everybody, I am the Lazy Kiwi and welcome back to another building video. Today we are building with the new greenhouse pack. I was so excited for this pack, but I feel like it's kind of not worth it. Like, it's very nice, the things that you get are very nice, but I just don't feel like it's worth it. Like, if I look at some other kits that we've gotten in the past, there are just some of them that I like so much more than this one. It is very nice. Please do not misunderstand me. I like it, it is pretty, it's cute, and it's definitely a must-have if you love building greenhouses, but I don't know, I just feel like it's not my favorite kit. However, I did want to build with it for you guys, so I decided to build a college, like, what do you call it if it's like a few people living in this one place? It's not a dorm because it's like an actual house. You get what I'm saying. Anyway, I built that, and this is going to be for 3 college students, and it is a townhouse, so I wanted it to be in Britechester because that's where most of the townhouses are in the game. Like, I wasn't initially planning on making this for college students, but because it's in Britechester, I felt like I had to. I know it's not a must, but I felt like I had to. It feels like a must, although it definitely is not. But I'm so happy with how this turned out. I got some inspiration of townhouses on Pinterest, and then I just kind of gave it my own twist with like the greenhouse and some of the shapes and stuff, but I had to get inspo because I do not know what I'm doing when it comes to certain types of builds. If I build something myself, it's usually just a suburban house because that's what I know. That's what most people know how to build because most people live in suburban houses. But I'm still very happy with how this turned out. I love challenging myself with the builds, so I definitely recommend getting inspiration if you guys want to build something and you have no idea how. Go to Pinterest and just look at a few things and copy if you must, because I mean, it's Pinterest and you're doing something in The Sims, so it's not like you're gonna get sued or anything, but I very much recommend using inspiration when you're building something, especially if you're new to the game, because a lot of people just do not really know where to begin. So looking at inspo is probably a good thing for those of you who struggle with building in this game. I know it usually takes me a very long time to build in this game, but I've taught myself to be a little bit faster because I'm kind of getting used to a few things and kind of learning my own building style. So I feel like building a lot really helps you to get to know the game more and get to know your style more, which is very important if you want to build a lot in this game, which is my plan. I'm planning on building a lot in this game, so you know what, I probably should build a little bit faster, because now that I don't do my legacy challenge anymore, well, it is coming back eventually, but for now I'm planning on doing a lot more building videos for you guys, and I should really build a lot faster if I want to get them out on time for you guys. But yeah, I'm just so excited about building because I've built this as well as another build. Next week's build is already done. I built next week's build before I built this one because I didn't know we were gonna get new kits, especially like a greenhouse kit, so I kind of wanted to give you guys this build now because the greenhouse kit is still pretty new, and that way you guys can see the new kit in action. And then next week I'm gonna post the build that doesn't include the greenhouse kit or the basement kit for that pack because I did not have them at the time. However, I still very much like that build. I'm not gonna spoil anything though, you guys are just gonna have to wait and see what I'm gonna bring you guys. But let's talk about this build a little bit more. So this build includes 3 bedrooms for college students. So the main reason that I made this a house for college students is because it's in Britechester. It wasn't initially going to be, like I mentioned, but I thought it would fit a lot better. So what I was kind of thinking in my head when I was building this is that the only condition to live here. Like, they don't need to pay if they're on a scholarship. So this is kind of like a house for students who got scholarships. However, the only condition for them to live in this house is if they maintain the greenhouse, if they take care of the plants in the greenhouse, and if they do a good job of making sure the plants stay alive. So that way they live here completely for free, but they need to take care of the plants. And I feel like that's just so cute and so interesting. Like, I usually love to do storylines in my head when I build stuff, so I was really hammering it into my head. What am I saying? You guys understand. Listen, English is not my first language, okay? But anyway, I was really thinking about how fun it would be to have like these Sims. None of them know how to take care of plants, but then they are smart, obviously. They got scholarships, so they're little geniuses, but none of them know how to take care of plants. And then they suddenly get moved into this house in this condition, thinking that, oh, somebody else will probably know how to take care of it, but none of them do. And then they kind of need to learn how to do it, and I don't know, that was just the stuff that went through my head, and I feel like that's such a fun idea. So if any of you guys ever do that, do tag me. Speaking of, this will be up for download in the link down below to my Tumblr for any of you who are wondering. So you can definitely find it there if you're searching for it. And I will also be doing a separate walkthrough at the end of this video for those of you who struggle to keep by with the speed build part, because I know it does go pretty fast and a lot of people probably do not have the same ability to keep up with it going this fast. I don't know. You get what I'm saying. But onto the indoor area, I did make this tiny little kitchen. I was debating on putting in an oven, but then I decided I'd rather do like this little microwave stove thingy because it feels safer. It probably isn't, but it feels safer, especially for college students who probably aren't going to bother with a lot of cooking anyway. So yeah, I also didn't include a dining area again, because I don't think college students are really gonna be into fine dining or anything like that. They're probably just gonna sit in the living room, sit in their rooms and eat. And if they really want to have somewhere to eat, they have the little island area to eat. So you know what, they do have options, but I was still thinking like they're definitely not gonna host dinner parties or anything like that. So yeah, I did want this place to look lived in, but at the same time just generic furniture that isn't very customized to a particular person, again because it is a I don't want to call it a dormitory because I don't feel like it is, but it is a place for college students to live whilst they are in school. So it's probably going to be a lot of different people over the years living here. Therefore, I didn't want it to be too custom tailored to specific Sims, but I did want to add a lot of plants. Again, going with the whole greenhouse idea, they have to take care of the plants to live here. I just think that's so much fun. I don't know, I love making stories in my head when I'm building. Do any of you guys ever do that? Because I know when I build, I just sit here imagining the Sims and the families and everybody who could possibly live in the house and just creating their stories in my mind. Am I crazy, or do you guys also do that? Because I do that a lot, and I don't know if it's just me, but it's fun. If you don't do it, I highly recommend it for you guys. But here we have the first bedroom. The bedrooms, I wanted it to be customized towards the specific Sims, so I kind of added things like pretty mirrors like this one over here, pretty colors for these specific Sims, and just stuff that they would probably like. However, again, plants. I wanted to have a lot of plants. I don't know if I added plants into every single bedroom, but a lot of them have plants in them, and I love that. I feel like it's so warm, and they're probably gonna kill a lot of them, but you know what? That's okay. It's The Sims. They're not actually gonna do it, but in my mind they are. We have, like I mentioned, 3 bedrooms, but something I feel like it's totally worth mentioning, the bathrooms. We only have 2 bathrooms and they're tiny. So 2 toilets, 2 showers, 1 bath, and 1 sink. The upstairs bathroom doesn't even have a sink. And you know what? That's my bad, because I was kind of building this and the second bathroom was a total afterthought. It wasn't even going to be there, but then I realized, you know what? There should probably be another one, because this is gonna be college students. They're gonna need some spice, if you know what I mean. But this is my favorite bedroom. The bedroom that I'm busy with now is my absolute favorite. I love the colors, I love the vibe. It's also the biggest bedroom, I believe, because it has a dresser, it has a desk, it has the bed. It just feels a lot bigger than the rest of them. I don't know if it actually is, but it definitely feels the biggest. It's also the only one with a fan on the roof, so you know what? That's definitely a win. I wasn't trying to have a favorite bedroom, but at the end of the day, I cannot help what I do, so that just turned out to be my favorite bedroom. This one is the smallest bedroom. It's not as nice as the other one, however, this one does have 2 balconies. So you know what? Each room has their benefits, okay? Each room has their plus and their minus. Like the downstairs bedroom is the closest to the other bathroom, like the good bathroom, as well as the kitchen, and it's more private and secluded, but it doesn't have balconies, okay? Oh my gosh, I keep doing this. Okay, get to the real-time part. I'm so sorry. Okay, so here we have it all done. I'm extremely happy with how this build turned out. This is everything from the outside. It looks pretty plain with like no trees besides obviously these ones, but I wanted it to kind of match the surrounding areas. Besides obviously this build doesn't really match these, but I still very much love how it turned out, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. So kind of we have a lot of beautiful plants and this cute little outdoor area where you can plant and have a little barbecue and chill with friends or whoever you might want to. And then if we go to the front of the house and we enter the first floor, you enter and find this little area where you can sit and take your shoes off or put shoes on, your jacket and whatnot, and a tiny little kitchen. This build doesn't have a dining room, so this is kind of the only dining area that we have in this house, but that's okay. I still like it very much. And there's only, this is the oven. This is where you make food. I did want this to, like I mentioned, kind of feel like a college dorm because it is in Brightchester, so I wanted it to be functional for college students. Then we have the living space. This was so hard to arrange. I had so much trouble with this area. I did not know how I wanted to arrange it, but I am very happy with this layout. I feel like this is probably the best way that I could have done it. We also have this tiny little bathroom over here. This is such a small bathroom, and honestly I don't think it's enough for the 3 bedrooms that we have here, so this is a house for 3 people, and you know what, that's okay though. We also have this greenhouse, and like I mentioned, this is kind of going to be the community greenhouse, aka like they have to maintain the greenhouse to be able to live here, like I said. And then if we go, oh, never mind, there's another room here. We have the first bedroom of the house. This is a very nice bedroom. I really like how it turned out. I know this isn't a dresser, but I kind of imagine that this is where they store their clothes and stuff. So yeah, but if we go up the stairs here, we are greeted with this little hallway. It's very tight. It's a very tight squeeze. And we have this tiny little bathroom over here. I did want to add one here nonetheless, because I mean, like I mentioned, it's 3 Sims in this house, so the least we could do is have 2 bathrooms. I know this is a very semi-bathroom, but like it's still very nice. And into this door we have my favorite bedroom. I like this bedroom the most. It has the best window, it has the best layout. It's probably the biggest because like it has a desk and everything. And then we have this bedroom, which was the tightest squeeze, but this one does have 2 balconies, so I feel like that kind of makes up for the fact that there's so little space in here. And then we just have this tiny little room with just this. So this is like the only thing in here, but there is a ladder that goes up into this room with a little easel. Now I don't know if this is functional, but it does look nice, so I don't really care if it is or not. But do let me know what you guys think about this build. I absolutely adore it. It's one of my favorite builds that I've done in a little while, and I cannot wait to share more of my future builds with you guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel, and I will definitely see you all in another video. Goodbye, everybody!